Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos plays Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Today we're asking Larry what he saw that was something incredible. Hi, I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was an incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something else doesn't quite ring true. What do you mean? If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey! What do you think you're doing, pal? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal! More locks? Oh my god, Larry! No! What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like that? Like I'm next to be hit by the bolt of lightning? I just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. To be continued. Oh, are we going to trial? Okay, I didn't... Okay, no, I don't really need a save. I just loaded a save. It's only been a minute. Oh, okay. Oh, we are very underprepared for this. Like usual, I guess. Oh my, Mr. Larice feels that way about me? Apparently. He isn't even aware of your real secret at all. Dots. This is no time to be embarrassed. I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing. Worry not, and in any case, whatever it was that he saw on that night of the incident, mark my word, I'll drag it out of him. Does that mean Mr. Larice is a witness today? No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand. Sister Bikini. She claims to have seen the very incident in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Donham, right? Correct? I can read, I swear. That is correct. It wasn't me. Very well, then. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed... Don't worry, I've made the necessary arrangements. I see. Iris. It is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I'm a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the better end. That's what my friend told me once. He's kinda stupid, but, you know, I guess I'm listening to him. Mr. Edgeworth! I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself. Whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted. Very well, sir. I'll leave my defense in your capable hands. Alright, so you're screwed. We just get up to Edgeworth and she did it! I have no other proof of saying otherwise. Except her word. Ah, Canadian judge. Court is now in session for the trial of Iris, Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is non-existent. The defense does indeed appear to be ready, eh? However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in the case. Indeed. I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove this case. It would seem that this case has already over before it had a chance to begin. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant. Oh! The prosecution stands ready. And you are... Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Von Karma, you say? Perchance, but you wouldn't be any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Legends are things of the past. I'm a von Karma, that is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purpose of prosecuting this case. You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor. Ms. von Karma, do you have anything to say? There's no such weakling as a man among those. There's no such weakling of this man among. Oh my God, there is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office. There isn't. But I'm sure I. Hi! Oh God, yes! I told you there's no such weakling. What is that? A whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Not yet, anyways. Bailiff, remove that whippet. Hold it. I have no objections to the whip, as long as she's whipping you. You don't? The prosecution will wield the whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I've had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic. What the fuck is histrionic? What is that? 1 second. Histrionic personality disorder. Oh God, this is gonna be great. Let's not do that one just yet. Histrionic, they have an overwhelming desire to be noticed. And often behave dramatically or inappropriately to get attention. Relatable. The word histrionic means dramatic or theatrical. This disorder is more common in women than in men, usually is evidenced by adolescence or early... Oh, okay. Huh. Really? I've never heard this rule before. Also called HPD. Histrionic personality disorder, a mental condition that affects the way a person thinks, perceives, and relates to others. Is it like an... It's like a form of narcissism? Like a desire to be like perceived, like to be noticed, right? Seeks attention. Oh, but no, I guess narcissism is more of you're full of yourself and you think others should just be aware of that, yeah? Kind of like me. I'm like, I'm amazing. And you all should know that by now, clearly. Treatment typically include talk therapy. Yeah, okay, so it's not something that's treated by meds? Treatment. That's probably meds for something. No, it just says therapies. Okay. Huh. Interesting. You learn something new every time you play a game, I guess. Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting brazenly in my court. Oh, yes! The stage is set. Now continue with your proceeding, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Karma. Please give an outline to the case. With a little whipping as possible. The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Ms. Elise Donham. Oh. Like, how could you position that and the statue, right? Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. The sword in this picture, is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. My court accepts this photo of the crime scene. There's no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there's a witness to her crime. Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. I'm actually surprised at that, if that's true. Oh my God. Do you need like a phone book? Do they make phone books still? Probably make phone books just to sit on, right? For shit like this? Like a booster seat? That is hilarious. Yeah, no, I kind of figured Edgeworth was actually, from the last few games we had, he was gonna quit being a prosecutor and be like a defense attorney. Maybe, I don't know. I know he has his own set of games. So, yeah. Witness, state your name and occupation, please. Maybe one day those will get ported to a more easily recordable, platform. Hold it right there. Hold on here. I'm not sure about not being able... I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. This is hilarious on many levels. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain plagued witness. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little me, well, I'm the head nun of the Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini! Nice to meet everyone. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Ah! The court is the room is the garden of a holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts shall leave the sanctuary once. You want me to leave? No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer. In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question. That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see what you have to say. I don't know. I actually have no idea what I was saying before the cut there. Hopefully nothing important. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh? That night I was helping an acolyte with the training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back acts up violently. So, I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. Is anyone looking for Pearl? Or trying to help Maya right now? There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long hot soak. I was afraid I had to finish. Oh, what? That does not say that at all. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it. So, it was a simple coincidence that you found yourself returning to a Hazakura Temple? Yeah, you can say that. If my bag hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple. That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made. There is only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle now, are you? You're not about to fall at the first hurdle now, are you, Miles Edworth? Dots. Miss Edworth, please begin your cross-examination. I mean, he's gonna take like a note or page out of Phoenix's book and press everything. I guess it's a page out of Mia's book as well. What is this inner temple? Well, see, conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do, right? We'll be the ones asking the questions here, man. What? What? What did I misread there? I have no idea. In order to do that, a place strong and spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across the dusty bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo special intense training. And how exactly do you help with this process? It's all quite exacting. It can't be... What does that mean? It can't be performed without a nun supervising. To be exact, I guess? Never heard a phrase like that. Chronos, your grasp on the English language and grammar is very minimal at best. So how's that surprising you? I don't know! Like a tutor watching to make sure a spoiled child studies. A tutor with a whip, in your case. If that's the case, then why did you return to Hazakura Temple where the murder took place? Hold it! Violently? That's right. It's no laughing matter, especially in winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and a fork during the cold months. Just being alive is like strict training. You should really see a physical therapist then. Or maybe get a scan on your back to see if it's like a bulging disc or something, because that shit can cause permanent damage if you don't get that fixed out. I mean, I have back pain. Like, very bad back pain sometimes, but it's just because I'm fucking overweight and I need to work out more. Because when I work out and lose weight, it's fine. When it's not, oh, that's not completely true, actually. I threw out my back when I was younger. Like, I think it was like 10 or 9 or something like that. I was in the pool with my dad and he was on a float. And I was like, I'm gonna dump him over. And I dumped him over and boy, did that fucking hurt my back. I don't know, it was like just a thing. I went underneath him and it pushed up. And as soon as I did that, my back was just like, no, I'm out. And then like, it wasn't really noticeable for a while. Every once in a while, it was just like, oh, kind of stiff hurts. And then like, it wasn't until I was like in my mid-20s where I threw out my back just sleeping on a futon at my dad's house when I was visiting. Actually, I was looking after his house while he was on vacation with his then wife. But yeah, I was like laying on the futon. I woke up, nothing wrong. I went to roll at it, like sit up and get out of bed, and I couldn't. It was like, no, you can't do that. That was an experience the first time I threw at my back. Unfortunately, there's been many times I've thrown at my back now as I've been getting older. I should really actually do what I preach and actually work out a little bit more, huh? And just try to get my my back a little bit stronger before it gets too bad. On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again? That's right, raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up, it was going to finally finish me off. Hold it. You left Iris to help. With what? What do you think? The Acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter into the training exercise proper. Wasn't it your place to remain with this disciple? Well, the job is simply the watch of the Acolytes, so they don't pass away. Just to confirm this point again, that night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct? Yes, she's a gentle, honest girl. She never once failed to follow my direction. Okay, so that's the contradiction? So you returned to Hazakuro Temple in order to take a bath. My back is to blame for everything. It's do or be done in kind of world, after all. How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking? My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind. I bet your next question is going to be, where exactly did you wash? This is why you have to watch the young ones. What's you going on about? Pathetic Mile Edgeworth. The lowest of the low. Is there some sort of kick we saw instructed defense's bench? Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long. You understand, so... Hold it! The crime took place in the courtyard, correct? When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard. That's right. In other words, it was a pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case. That certainly seems to be true. There's indeed only one problem with this testimony. I can clearly point at what it is, then I can begin to quantify just how good this witness's memory and observation skills are. Okay. No. No, it was that one? Okay, let's see. She said Iris' testimony. Right. Booyah. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their power of their observation and memory, after all. Well. Don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hazakura Temple. In that case, Ms. Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all. No! She said that?! A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie? In this game, the fucking witness! Absolutely! Like, 100% in this game, I would always trust, except for one time, but he was pretty shady to begin with. There was one time the defendant was not actually telling the truth, for the most part. It's always been the witness's lying. The defendant is merely lying to cover her back. But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a better alibi. Well, that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie. She does indeed have honest eyes. Really? All people lie. That is my belief. I'm lying right now, in fact. Why am I the only one being whipped here? Anyways, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means, you must call your memory into question. Dare. You're older than me, yet you want to play that game, do you? Well, that isn't exactly what I... Oh, we don't have the judge's age? Well, that isn't exactly what I... My memory's perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you're going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence. Understood, Your Honor. It was naive to think that alone would do the trick. Then please add your comments about Iris to the testimony, and let us return to the cross-examination. The night... Okay, wait. So... That's new. Are you sure that you're not making a mistake? You, young man, need to get your estimation of me up from the floor. Ugh. Iris always wears the same exact clothes. The smallest smallest thing out of place would have stood out to me like a sore thumb. You're making a mistake thinking I make a mistake. Well, excellent finish there, witness. Still, I have to wonder. But that's not true, either. She gave this the Phoenix, so she wasn't dressed up. I guess I'll try that? Objection! Music stopped. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct? Of course! This is a very important piece of clothing. I'll have you know. Wahahahahaha! Wait a minute. Objection! Hold it right there. Why do you have that? That's the question of the day now, isn't it? Ms. von Karma, if that is your real name. I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the light-out bell was rung. What? You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claimed, then Iris she saw should have been missing this very hood. Well! It's not a bad feeling at all exploring contradictions like this. I think I found a new kink. Now I understand that happy look on Phoenix's face every time he does it. He says, looking disdained. Sister, this hood, you have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh? Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned. Then it is quite strange. Ah! If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There's no contradiction here! Sorry to break this to you, Ms. von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness. Well, I don't wish to call your testimony to doubt. You must give every detail with precision. I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony, or else! Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple. Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. It's like a prostate stimulation, but less dirty. Alright, so... we'll go through this and we'll press her next time. So, I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and... Iris was... Oh, Mr. Galeese! Iris was... Oh, wait. With that sword, of all things! How'd you even get it off the statue? Mr. Galeese was staying in the corner room which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of the window. You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court. And me seeing it all from this very chair. Well, something like that. This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe. Oh, maybe they're related! I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Alright. Fool is your favorite word. Anyway, This case is mine, Miles Edgeworth. Calling everyone by their full name. Can you do something about that habit of yours? Alright, after my Bass cross-examination. So, we will do this next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all then. Have a great day. Bye.